And yes, I will be getting into this hook and cleaning it off and taking it apart real soon. And I just wanted to send this little note out to you to say hi and let you know that it will appear here within probably the next little while. This page here shows not only the rotating hook and the parts, we've seen this picture already, but it also shows the idler sprocket, and that is how I will be adjusting the drive belt, and it has the instructions there on that. So, and once again, I show this here so for your educational convenience, so that you can get a copy if you like. This first page inside the cover of the manual describes the sewing machines that the manual refers to, the 347 and the 348. So there's some very interesting statistics in there about the machine. For example, I found this very interesting, that it says the speed range is 900 to 1100 RPM. But it's got a lot of stuff. It's got the weight of the machine and you know, all the measurements for how far the needle goes, the needle bar goes up and down. It's really valuable to most of us, I think, just for having a good basis, a good knowledge base on our machines in general. So yeah, it's definitely interesting reading and good learning for me. Like I said earlier, I'm not sponsored. I am an independent producer, but I do value the $12 that I spent on this manual is very good value for me. And I'm not putting a link down below in the description. This is your link to manualsOnCD.com if you'd like to purchase this manual. They also have a number of other manuals for the Singer models as well as other models. So even if you're not actively shopping for a manual at this time, you might want to check them out. And so there it is there. There's your referral. Here I am with all my toys. There's the rotating hook area from the sewing machine that I have to clean that as well still. This pin I wasn't able to remove, so I may try to see in the manual what my issue is with that. It would be nice to get that. I can still oil it or whatever from below, but that's a little bit of a small issue. So here's the rotating hook and all its parts, and from above and below, and there's a little bit of warm water and dishwashing liquid, so I'm going to just throw them in there and let them sit in there for a little bit, like 10 or 15 minutes, maybe half an hour, because if it goes any longer, then the water will start to cool off. And then I'll take them out, and I have the strainer there, and I have the blow dryer there, and I have some shop towels for drying. So I'm going to get going cleaning that up, and then after I've got them cleaned and dried, I'm going to make a little bit of room here, and I'm going to look at the manual online because I don't have a printer right now. I'm going to look at the manual online and learn the names of the parts. That I know is the rotating hook, you know. And these are from down below to keep the rotating hook and that stuff and the spring and all that in there. So it's really kind of cool. Yeah, really enjoy learning. that's everything out of the magnetic tray. And there's some small stuff in there, that's for sure. So I'm going to let that sit for a few minutes. The next part of this sewing machine adventure is I'm just going to, I've got the strainer, I've got the parts in the soapy water, and I've got a plastic basin there. There's small screws in here. Boom, boom, boom. And I think I got everything out of there. So I'll put that there like that. And I'm just going to let that sit like that for a minute, and I'm going to get rid of these bowls. So hang fire, I'll be right back. Of course, my next act is to blow dry them with the hair dryer. So I'll get going with that. Give them a little rough wipe with the plastic brush. And they're still messy, like I'm going to have to wash these. But first I'll see a piece of fluff went flying off there. First I'll oil them and let them sit for a bit. And then I'll get rid of the oil. And then if I have to use something stronger like KRUD cutter, I will. And I probably will. But as a first part of the clean, that's what this is, the first part of the clean. And, you know, like I realized that, you know, it was probably made, well, this was probably made around 1965 or something, somewhere in the middle 60s, I think I read somewhere. Probably in the manual I just got. But see, there's not a whole lot of gunk coming off there, but they still need to be oiled, but there's gunk on this still. And especially in there. You know, I don't know if you can, how closely you can see, but you can see it's hung up in there. You know, there's the hook right there. And we got a nice view of the hook, I think, don't we? There. That's where you put the oil when it's in the machine. And that's, the oil comes down to where is its exit. Is it there? I'm not sure. I think that is. I was looking for one on the bottom. Maybe it just goes down there and stays down there. That is gunky. Yeah. So I'll have to put something in there and try and clean that out. Stand by. So I pulled one of the cotton ends off this end of the cotton swab. Oh, it's gone in there, and it comes out nice and dirty, but it won't go very far. But it is kind of filthy, so I'll get the oil. Okay, we'll see what we can do with a little bit of a brush on the oil. But at least it'll brush the oil around so that it has a chance of coating everything. This is where the video is going to end up. In the tray there, the magnetic tray, and you can see the rotating hook sitting down there. And those parts have all been washed in soapy water with dishwashing liquid soap, and then blow dry, and then they were oiled. And now they're just sitting in their oil, and they're right there. And this is the end of this video. So this is one part of the video showing me doing the washing and the blow drying and the oiling and getting to this point. The other Also, very interesting part of this video is about the manual that I purchased, and in this video you will see pages of the manual, so I encourage you to watch all the way through. In the next video I'm going to lay out all these things, name them, and then we're going to reinstall them. But that'll be after I do a clean job there, and those still need to be cleaned again. So yeah, we've looped right back to the end, and I'm glad that you guys are here. Remember, if you want to be able to take advantage of the manual that I display here for educational purposes in these tutorials, you're more than welcome to do that. Make sure you hit the notify button, and please like the videos, and of course always, the more subscribers the better off the channel will be. Hey, listen friends, take care of yourselves, stay safe, and I will too. Have fun, stay safe. Adios amigos.